So the question is, what can we do to use inclusive practices in English language assessment? Well, luckily, there are lots of things that we can do to make sure that our tests are as inclusive and as accessible as possible. And there are different ways in which we can do this. There are three main ways that we can make changes that will help to increase inclusivity. The first method of doing this is through universal design. This is by designing tests so that people, as many people as possible, can access them. So this might mean, if you're making a computer-based test, this might mean that you design the look of the page and how candidates answer questions with design principles, inclusive design principles in mind, so that as many people as possible can use the features of the computer test. This might mean having certain kinds of menus, or making sure that everything can be voice controlled in the test. So this would be an example of design for inclusivity. The second way of doing it is through accommodations. This is where there are special conditions which reduce the impact of a disability, for example, and means that the test can be accessed just as anybody else would. Or it might be some kind of compensation. For example, with dyslexia, people might have extra time to complete the test, because dyslexia is related to the processing of information, and this will allow candidates to process that. The other way is through modification, and modification is where the actual construct of the test might change. So you may take away something from the construct of the test. For example, you might not mark certain things in the test, or you might lower expectations for some candidates. And this is generally seen to be not as fair as the other methods. But there are many things that we can do, and especially using technology now and the possibilities that allows us.